Welcome to the best possible start in Palworld, even after the new update that includes the new raid boss Bellanor. In this video, I'll show you the best pals to capture, the best routes to take, and the ultimate starter mega base, with a bunch of tips and tricks along the way. As a bonus, at the end of the video, I'll even show you the biggest trick to get unlimited gold to buy pals, weapons, and unlimited pal spheres. Starting the game, you want to turn around and slide down the stairs, making your way into the northeastern corner to collect a chest. All chests are RMG, so it doesn't matter if you don't receive the exact same loot as I do. Heading back, you want to collect all the resources and unlock the fast travel. While still collecting all the resources, go and talk to the survivor for an extra 10 wood. With a level up, I went ahead and gained more stamina, unlocked the pal spheres and the pal box. When leveling, you want to take it in turns leveling stamina and weight until you have 150 stamina and 500 weight. After that, you want to apply the rest to your health. From here, you want to pick up 5 wooden branches, 4 stone rocks, and 6 bushes in the area. If you manage to obtain a pal sphere and see a Kativa, go ahead and capture it, as it will help you out very soon. Head down into the water stream, collecting another chest alongside a journal. From there, make your way downstream until you come across a Lifmunk effigy. Here you want to collect the stone rock and the 3 wooden branches, as well as collecting all the pal spheres you see throughout the game. Now it's time to build a workbench. Craft all the starter tools, so that's the pickaxe, axe, torch, and finally the club. With the tools, you can destroy 2 palladium rocks, 3 trees, and lastly the stone rock, giving you all the materials required to craft another pickaxe and 15 pal spheres. If you don't have a Kativa, just log out and back in, as there's a chance one will spawn next to you, since all the pals in the area will respawn. With a Kativa captured, it'll help you build, destroy stone, and each Kativa in your party will give you plus 50 weight each. I use this log in and out tactic all throughout the video to save me lots of time. You can even do this trick on servers as long as no one is in the area. Now we have a bunch of pal spheres. We want to go ahead and catch 5 Kativas and 5 land balls. Make sure to destroy the tree in front of you and pick up the 5 stone rocks and the 2 wooden branches before the wooden bridge, also destroying the 2 palladium rocks. On the other side of the bridge, you're going to want to destroy another palladium rock with another tree and stone rock, giving you enough material to craft a workbench, a pickaxe, and 18 pal spheres. Before leaving the area, pick up 2 stone rocks and 4 wooden branches. Head north to the cliff to obtain another chest. From there, head northwest on the right side until you come across this big rock. Go behind the rock and make your way to the egg on the floor. You're going to want to jump over the edge and make sure you don't fall, which I've never done before.
Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! Watch out!
Collect the Lifmunk effigy and all the skill fruits, applying the powerfulest move you obtain to a Kativa, then head back over the edge. Remember, on Palworld, you can slide down hills to gain momentum and save on stamina. Make your way past the bridge, because on the left side there's another chest available. While you're in this area, you're going to want to catch 5 cremis, 6 foxbacks, and 5 pengulets. If you don't manage to catch them all here, don't worry, as we will have more opportunities to catch them later on. You see it here first, a level 5 Kativa doing 395 damage. Make your way downhill until you come across a fast travel. So far, we started at Plateau of Beginnings and made our way down to grassy Behemoth Hill. From here, you want to head north to obtain another chest, then log in and out until you obtain 5 Kativas. Build a pal box to put all 5 Kativas in your party, giving you a bonus of 250 weight. Destroy the pal box and go north, collecting the Lifmunk effigy across the water before destroying 4 palladium rocks and 2 stone rocks along the edge. When they're destroyed, head south and talk to the survivor to receive 5 palladium fragments. From the survivor, head west, collect the Lifmunk effigy and the journal before passing the huge doorway that leads you into the open. From here, you can go straight ahead and up the cliff to unlock a fast travel, but first you want to go to the right as you need to capture 2 tansies. If you go southeast on the edge of the cliff, there's another chest available. Here's the location on the map. Now you want to make your way to the fast travel mentioned earlier, but I bumped into an 8th deer, which I decided to capture as it will help us out later on. Be careful capturing this as it's very powerful at this moment in time. A quick tip is if it's going to hurt your pal, just recall it and call it back out to not take damage. With or without the deer, you want to make your way up the path to unlock the fast travel. Here's the location on the map. Head south off the cliff, destroying 5 palladium rocks along the way before going west across the bridge. In this area, you're going to want to catch a rush ball, 5 fixies, and 5 of these things. I'll let you pronounce the name. Select the chest to the west, then head north up the hill, collecting the other chest as you go around. From here, you want to keep travelling north. I like to climb up the rocks to save time. You will end up at the desolated church. Here, you want to unlock the fast travel and head inside, collecting the chest and lift monk effigy, while also using the statue of power to increase your capture rate. Make your way north up the hill, capturing all the pals needed before collecting the lift monk effigy at the top. Head back to the portal and fast travel to Rayne Syndicate. From here, head up the stairs and go to the right. You should come across a camp. Go inside, ignoring all the NPCs, and open up the cage to free the pal trapped inside. Head northeast into the open and collect the journal to the left. Go north and you'll see 2 cliffs available to climb. Climb the left cliff first as you can obtain a chest. From there, run and jump onto the other cliff, collecting all the resources available, even at the top. Now it's time to place a PAL box. It doesn't matter where you place it as we'll be moving it later on. Check your PAL deck to see what PALs you're missing. You should have 5 Cativas, 5 Lambells, 5 Cremisses, 6 Foxbarks, 5 Pengulets, 2 Tansies, 1 Rushbar, 5 Ixies, 5 Fox, and an 8th deer if you manage to capture one. If you don't have all these pals, travel back and capture them all, remembering to log in and out to reset the spawns. With everything captured, you should have at least 13 wool, 8 flame orbs, 10 pal fluids and 6 leather, ready to set up base, placing down a workbench and getting your first helper. Go ahead and start unlocking the items needed. That's everything in level 2, everything but the repair kit in level 3, the shield, outfit and feed box in level 4, parachute, ranch and berry plantation in level 5, everything but the torch and furniture set in level 6. Level 7, 8 and 9 we want the logging site, stone pit, crusher and the hot springs. Level 10 is the bell, furnace, headpiece and nails. Level 11 is the axe, pickaxe and quality bench. With everything unlocked, we want to place down a repair bench while crafting all the cloth except one. For extra help, you can call out a Cativa. Place down a chest to store away all your heavy items because you're going to need more wood. Remember to repair your axe as you're going to destroy 8 trees. After the first tree is broken, you want to place down a PAL gearbox. Don't forget to keep upgrading the base and applying the PALs for extra help. Craft the rushball saddle while chopping down the remaining trees. Start at the top as the tansy and 8th deer will help chop the trees at the bottom. Always craft items when available. Here I craft the outfit for a little armor with the shield. Soon as the rushball saddle is complete, go ahead and craft the foxbark saddle as you'll use it for combat. After the shield is finished, make a parachute so you can start to glide, moving around more easily. Next, you want to place down a campfire, a feed box, and 2 berry plantations, making the pals automatically feed themselves. Cook the berries as cooked berries gives 1 san, preventing the pals from all types of negative effects. Collect the parachute, 3-shot bell, and the foxbark saddle. With it being night, it's time to catch a tombat, so add a rushbar and foxbark to your party before heading east off the cliff towards the fast travel. From there, go northeast to obtain a journal and a chest. Tombats spawn all over the starting area at night, so just use the fast travels back and forth until one spawns. When you've captured a tombat, head back to base, destroying all the ores using your rush bore. This is important as you're going to need this ore very soon. We also need more stone, so head southwest at the bottom of the cliff, as there's a bunch of rocks. You want to destroy at least 3. My rush bore ended up passing out, so I finished mining with a pickaxe. To instantly revive any pal, just drop it from your party and assign another pal. When you pick up the fainted pal, it will go to your pal box with full health. All the trees respawn if you log in and out, so go ahead and destroy another 8 trees. Now we have a bunch of wood and stone, it's time to place a furnace, a bed, 3 pal beds and the statue of power, while smelting the ore and crafting 5 nails. As everything is crafting, go ahead and destroy another 8 trees. With the nails complete, we can place down the quality workbench to craft a metal axe and pickaxe. For passive stone, place down a stone pit. While waiting on the pickaxe, go southwest to destroy another 3 stone rocks. Now you have more stone, you want to craft a ranch, logging site, crusher, and 2 chests. Now it's time to upgrade your items, so craft the pelt armor and the feathered headband, which will give you even more protection. When the ranch is complete, you want to add 2 vixies and a cremis to get unlimited sapphires and wool. Head southeast and cross the bridge to take on the first boss, the Chillet. Before heading back, go northeast to pick up a chest and destroy 8 trees along the way. Collect the Lifmunk effigy, which is just to the left of the bridge. Back at base, build a hot spring which helps pals stay relaxed. Now you're going to need a bunch of pal sapphires, so go east to the river and destroy all the palladium rocks as well as 2 stone rocks. When you've destroyed everything, go back to base and craft 5 more nails for a medical workbench. You also want to craft 20 pal sapphires, around 30 arrows and a grappling gun. When you have a bunch of sapphires and arrows, fast travel to Fort Ruins and head north. If you see a Nightwing along the way, go ahead and capture it. Cross the water and keep heading north to unlock the fast travel Island Hopper Cove. Head east along the beach for another Lifmunk, then go behind the rock to your left for a chest. In this area, capture 5 rubies and 10 eighth deer, as you'll need more fire orbs and leather. When you've captured everything, fast travel back to base to repair all your items while also collecting the stone and wood. Now you have more materials, you can upgrade your bow to the crossbow. While waiting for the crossbow to craft, place down a cooler and 7 more pal beds. When you collect your grappler, craft 5 more nails for the pal sapphire workbench. Now we've crafted everything, it's time to take on some bosses as we're going to need a bunch of ancient technology points. The first boss we're going to take on is the Penking, so head west off the cliff and follow the path round to the right. Climb up the rocks to the north and go down the stairs to unlock the fast travel. Go northwest across the beach as there's a chest and Lifmunk effigy. Up the rocks to the west is another chest. If you want, you can cross the water to take another chest and Lifmunk effigy. Back at the fast travel, go up the stairs and follow the path to enter the Penking's dungeon. When fighting the Penking, it's best to take out all the Pengulets first, as they can cause a lot of damage. Luckily for me, it's night time, so they're all asleep. When it comes to the Penking, keep going behind the pillars to avoid his attacks. With the Penking captured and a level gained, you want to head back to base to craft a Nightwing saddle and a mill. You want to obtain the Nightwing saddle as it's the first pal to give you flight. Now you can fly, fast travel to the desolated church and head south off the cliff. Keep going south to obtain a chest. In front of you is the King Packer. You want to go around the area collecting stone, wood and pal fragments for a pal box. You can't place the pal box in a boss area, so you'll have to keep going along the edge to place it. Sort out the pals by level and fill the pal box ready for a fight. Aggro the King Packer and run back to base. When he gets close, all your pals will engage and attack him, making it very easy early on. If any pals faint during the fight, you can just swap them out. During the fight, I ended up getting raided, which cost me a bunch of pals. When the boss is low on health, make sure to withdraw all your pals so you don't defeat him. He only has a 5% chance catch rate, so for you to catch him, it'll probably take a lot of Saphirs. It took me a total of 21. We want to head to the small settlement, so go northeast and cross over the river. Now you're at the small settlement, unlock the fast travel and go down the hill to the far back hut, where you can trade with a traveling merchant. He sells drops from different types of pals, but you want to purchase 3 wheat seeds and head back to base. We're going to need more ancient technology parts for the PAL condenser and the egg incubator, so head back over the bridge to capture a chillet. You'll also need PAL fragments, so drop off the cliff and destroy the fragment rocks at the river while making your way to the Syndicate fast travel. When at base, remember to always store your items and cook your berries. Now it's time to place the Paliscense condenser and a wheat plantation. We want 2 1-star Vixies, so we're going to need 10 total. With that being said, fast travel to the desolated church to capture more. With the Vixies captured, empty the ranch and sort by pal number to organize the pal. Access the pal condenser and look for the Vixies with the best perk. The first pal selected is the pal that will get upgraded. You will still need another 4 pals to get to 1 star, so make sure you haven't selected your second best pal. Do the same again with the remaining 5 Vixies. With the Vixies complete, go ahead and do the same with the 5 Cremis. 1 star pals will produce faster and slightly more than the normal pals in the ranch. Now we're going to want to upgrade our armor and shield, so we're going to need more ancient technology parts. With that in mind, it's time to take on our first tower boss, located at the tower of the Rayne Syndicate, which is just up the stairs to the left. When entering the portal, you get a cut screen that introduces you to Zoey and Grizzbolt. As soon as the cut screen ends, the fight begins. Grizzbolt has 7 different attacks. The first one is an electrical stun attack, where he comes in close and releases electrical waves, stunning the player. To avoid this easily, do a back roll. The second attack is a lightning strike that goes in a straight line towards the player. Just moving to the side will avoid this. The third attack, Grizzbolt jumps at the player 3 times in a row. Avoiding this is all about timing when you roll. The fourth attack is the homing electrical ball, stunning the player on impact. It doesn't last long, so just run away if necessary. The fifth attack, he'll shoot lightning balls at the player. Make your way behind a pillar to avoid being hit. The same goes for his sixth attack. When he shoots lightning balls in a vertical line, rolling to the side can also avoid this attack. His final attack is a sniped electrical shot. When you see the red beam, just run behind a pillar. Don't panic, as this attack takes time to charge up. Now you know all his attacks, just run around the pillars shooting at him to help your pals take him down. For bonus damage, you can shoot Zoey on top of Grizzbolt. Don't be like me and run out of arrows, as for half the fight I used a pickaxe. To make the fight even easier, you could use Penking and other ground type pals. If you obtained a ground type move from the skill tree earlier, you can also apply this to a pal. When you've defeated Grizzbolt and Zoey, you'll acquire 5 ancient technology points before being teleported to the top of the tower, where you can unlock the fast travel and teleport back to base. Back at base, craft more arrows, place down an egg incubator, and repair all your items. As we're going up against Katress, which is weak against dragon types, so bring along a chillet. I also took King Packer as he's my highest level. With everything repaired and over 80 arrows, it's time to use the fast travel. Just to your south is the entrance to Katress. When inside, run behind a pillar for cover, chip away at Katress until her health is low. All her attacks are easily avoidable with the pillars. You just have to keep your distance when she runs towards you, using her up-close attack. When Katress is defeated, you will be able to place down a cooker and craft a meat cleaver, which allows you to butcher any boss pal, receiving more ancient civilization parts. Now we have more parts, go ahead and craft the mega shield. We're going on an adventure, so fast travel to the small settlement. From there, head southwest, facing the bridge, collecting all the life monks in the area. Keep going southwest, staying on the coastline until you come across Gummos. Quickly take Gummos out, as we'll need more ancient parts. From Gummos, head southwest and past the trees to free a trapped pal stuck inside a cage. Go southeast back to the coastline to grab a chest and unlock the fast travel Castaway Beach. From the fast travel head southwest, staying on the coastline. While traveling, I came across a rare celery which might come in handy later on. Once around the island, you should come across Broncherry. Go ahead and pick up the resources in the area to place down a PAL box. Do the same tactic as you did with the King Packer. When the Broncherry is defeated, pick up your PAL box and head west, still following the coastline. Once you've reached the end, fly over the metal and keep following the coastline, picking up all the scorching eggs you see. As you follow the coastline, you'll come across Fisherman's Point. Unlock the fast travel and collect the lift monk at the end of the port. From here, go around collecting as many scorching eggs as you possibly can. The larger the egg, the better it'll be, the best being a huge egg. As a note, the pals in the area are extremely powerful, so try keep your distance at all times. When you have a decent amount of eggs, head back to the fast travel so we can hatch all the eggs. I have my hatch speed set to instant, as I don't have time to wait, but if you're on a server, you can place multiple incubators to speed up the process. We want to get a vanworm as it will be our next flyer. You also want a few large eggs for a chance to get Ragnarhawk that has level 3 kindling, which will help out a lot when it comes to cooking cakes. Now we have more ancient parts, we can craft the upgraded grappler. When everything is complete, take all your pals back and place down chests near the bridge. Now we want to destroy the whole base, but first we have to move all the items from the chests. You can reset the grappler timer by putting the grappler back into your inventory. When all the materials are stored, it's time to build the base. The first thing you'll want to do is move the power box to where mine is on screen. It doesn't have to be exact. From here, you want to place down a stone foundation over this rock. Moving further away allows you to place it high off the ground. Make sure you can see some of the rock on the surface. Snap foundations to each other going to the circle's edge. I couldn't place a foundation here, so I used the floor instead. Continue snapping the foundations to each other until you go all around to the other side. It should look like this. Head towards the bridge and destroy 2 foundations, then place 2 temporary walls. This will allow you to place down stairs for the entrance. Place walls and windows going 3 high all around the base, making sure not to cover your entrance. You can place the windows wherever you desire. Once you've completed that step, it should look like this. For the next part, you want to place foundations all around the outside of the iron ore, making sure not to touch the ores as it will make them not respawn. Once you've finished that, go ahead and place down a stone pit with a campfire, feed box and a wheat plantation. This will allow us to passively gather more stone, which we will need. For the next step, you want to fill in the roof. When you run out of stone, use a rush bar to gather more. When placing the roof, don't go past the foundations towards the east. From here, you want to place 2 stone foundations in the middle of the ores, making sure to snap them together, keeping everything level. Also, make the foundations have walls going 3 high. Now we have more support, go ahead and place down all the floors. It can be buggy, so just remove the old ones and replace them with new ones. If you have a slot on the edge you can't place down, don't worry as you will be able to soon. Now it's time to build a room higher up. As you can see, if you want the roof to be level, then you have to place a foundation lower than the floor. With that in mind, connect temporary foundations from the middle to the rocks to get everything aligned and level. Build your walls and place floors connecting to each other, leaving a gap in the middle. I like to place a foundation a little higher up so I can see more clearly. From here, you have to place a foundation in the hole, making sure it's absolutely perfect because the slightest millimeter off and the floors won't align. Once placed, switch all the floors to foundations, then place walls 2 high up. To fully see if everything can align, place foundations into the cliff. When done correctly, you'll be able to place down the whole floor. Remember to remove some floors and replace them as it can be tricky. With the upper floor being completely aligned, place a wall with stairs leading up to the higher cliff. Finish off the room by placing foundations all around the cliff. When you get to the end, connect a foundation to the bottom, covering it with walls and the floor. This is going to be double stairs. Now we just need to build windows and walls all around, going 3 high. Add temporary walls to place down your stairs with a triangular stone wall to cover the side. Place down your double stairs and remove the walls. Remember to leave the space open above the stairs. It should look like this. Now you have to do the exact same thing on the other side, making sure to align the foundation perfectly again. Hopefully you're not like me and ended up finishing the third and fourth room when realizing it wasn't properly aligned. After tearing down the 2 rooms that's built incorrectly, I started again at the top of the cliff with the foundation placement. Place foundations everywhere you can in the blue circle radius. Place 4 stone floors here to make the room a little bigger. You want another 2 floors on the other side, then destroy this foundation, leaving a too wide gap for stairs. At the bottom you have to do the 4th and hopefully the final foundation placement. To place all the foundations, you need to first remove the stairs. I couldn't place down a foundation in this corner, so I placed the floor, covering it with walls, allowing me to place down another set of double stairs. Just up the stairs, you want another set of stairs. Now go around and place windows and walls 3 high. It should look something like this. Place down all the roof with floors. When it's time to place down the stairs, cover up the gap in the side with a wall which has to be placed first. You should have something like this. From the highest level, place walls 3 high. Then you want to go around the entire build, making all the walls the same height. Place your windows where you desire. For the actual roof, I placed floors down on the left and right side of the building. For a better roof than mine, you want the gap from both ends to be an even number, not an odd number like mine. When it comes to placing the slanted roof, you'll need to place another floor in front as a snapping point. From there, you can place all your roofs down, removing the floors afterwards. Every layer you go up, place your walls and triangular walls before placing down any slanted roofs. Not doing so will prevent you from placing them later on. Run across, placing down all the roofs. Do this on both sides until you meet in the middle. If you did an even number, they will be touching. Because I did an odd number, I now have to add a normal roof on top. On both sides of the roof, I added a 4x4 windowed wall with triangular walls on top and a campfire in the middle as a smoke tower. I also placed a slanted roof going off the walls at each end. Going inside, you want to place a 2 wide stair. This will prevent larger pals from getting stuck. On the top floor, I didn't like the look of this wall, so I removed it and placed a floor extending out one. I replaced all the walls and fixed the roof, which now looks like this. On the roof, I removed a 5x3 area to place down stone floors in a 3x3 before placing down all the windows. You want to build a roof, so place triangle walls with the normal walls on each side. On the outside, you will be able to place down your slanted roofs again. On the top, you need to place a slanted roof below to allow a snapping point for the middle. Remember to place down your campfires before placing your final floors. With everything complete, it should look like this. Jumping on my other world, you can see the roof looks better as it's an even number. Now it's time for the biggest exploit in Palworld. For this, all you need to do is be level 4 with 5 stone and 20 wood. Head to the desolated church. From there, head west off the cliff. To the north will be a cave entrance. Head into the cave, following the path all the way. At the end will be a black marketeer. Place a hanging trap next to him, then he'll automatically get trapped. This can take a few tries, so be patient. Once he's hanging, place a campfire underneath to set him alight, which will do 254 damage per second. You can use pals to help speed up the process. When he's eliminated, you'll receive a load of coins and a golden key. Collect your campfire and trap before logging out. When you log back in, the Black Marketeer will respawn with a bunch of new pals. You can keep doing this over and over to receive more coins and to buy better pals. In between the base and the Penking there is another Black Marketeer. He will sell you different pals and you can also set him on fire for more coins. If you go to the Fisherman's Point, there's a wandering trader who will sell you the new Mercy Ring, heat protection gear, and makeshift handgun with all the ammunition you could ever need. To the southeast there is another trader which will sell you all types of fire pals, which is a good thing for cooking cakes and even mining. To the east there is another trader which sells you medicines, pals drops, sapphires, skill fruits, and even seeds. If you found this video helpful, like, comment, and subscribe to help it reach more people. Click here to watch my Minecraft video, how I defeated every boss on hardcore difficulty, which took me under 30 days.